Thanks for joining me today. The question is, why is eye contact important in public speaking? Well, think about it. Here we are on this right now, you and me looking at each other. It's interesting, isn't it? But if this was a Zoom call and I was looking over here, you'd be like, hey, I don't know if he's paying attention to me. Eye contact's important in public speaking as well. Whether you're on virtual or in person, it's really important to make sure that you're doing this. I'm going to give you a few tips and a few ideas as to why this will help you as a public speaker. Thanks for joining me. One of the people I'm most fascinated with who does eye contact so well is one of the biggest superstars the world has ever seen. Her name is Taylor Swift, and yeah, I'm going to talk about her as an example of someone who does great eye contact with her audience. And I'll be sharing even more as we go through on this video. Here we go. So imagine talking to your kids and they're looking at their phone. Does that ever happen? Oh yeah, I know it happens to me. Imagine if you're on a date with your wife and she's looking over your shoulder at somebody else. There's something really interesting about eye contact, isn't there? What's interesting about somebody looking at their phone or looking over your shoulder is that it can feel offensive to us if somebody's not looking directly at us. And so recognizing when we have good eye contact and we don't is a major part of what we're going to talk about. Eye contact with the audience is not completely essential, but it's really important. And here's one of the reasons why. Number one, right now I have eye contact with you through the camera, right? Here we are. Hi. Whether we've met or not, this is important that I'm looking at you. Now, if I have something else I need to do, I should probably just communicate it to you that I have to look away, right? But I do hope that we have a better connection because I'm looking directly at you and I'm really focused on you. I'm not looking around at other things. In fact, what's helpful to me, and I've just been doing these videos for a couple of months in terms of filming videos for YouTube, how-to videos. So here we are making these videos, and what's been helpful to me is to have a director who's actually sitting behind the camera. Now this director is so awesome because she has actually explained to me that I need to look into the camera more often because I have a tendency to look around. I'm just not used to doing this into a camera. And so she's directed me and helped me with that. Eye contact is very important in this setting especially. And so even if it's not that comfortable to me, it's a way that you and I can be more connected because if I'm just looking around and I'm talking like this, that's not comfortable for you. And so I want you to feel connected to me. Eye contact is how we do that on camera. But number two, on a Zoom call, on a virtual call, eye contact is really essential, and if you have other things going on over here, you need to acknowledge to the person that's watching you what you're looking at. For example, I have right here in my office a monitor where I read a lot of things. I also have a monitor down here. Then I have my lights over here, and I have a bunch of music cues and things over here. So I actually have to tell the person that's watching me, I have to tell them that. I have to say, hey, by the way, when I look down here, that means I'm looking directly at you. That's just how this setup is. And I'm going to read over here some of the comments that you've just said. And so I'm actually directing them and telling them why I'm losing eye contact so they know that I'm not ignoring them. And so as a speaker, the next event, I want to challenge you to try something, okay? I want you to actually try to do eye contact with nobody for a minute and just walk out on stage and just look around. And notice how distracting it is for you knowing I've challenged you to make eye contact with people or not. I want you to just go out there and not make eye contact for a minute. And then I want you to stop and focus and look directly at one person and just look at them and talk to that person. See what happens. It's really fascinating because that person is now connected with you in a different way than you were with everybody else as you were trying to look at everybody and no one at once. Try it. I challenge you. And now once you've chosen the first person, I want you to take it to another level. I want you to now choose 5 people that you're going to look at throughout the audience. And you're going to talk to these 5 people and you're going to tell them a story. So if your story is a 5-minute long story, I want you to commit to this one person for 10, 20, 30 seconds just looking right at them. It's going to feel so awkward at first, but eventually you get to a place where you really feel a connection with that person and you can go over here. Do you see what I'm doing? I challenge you to try that as well. Now, step 3 is to notice if you start staring too long at that person. Then it gets awkward. So make sure that if 10 seconds or 20 seconds feels too long, maybe it's 5 seconds and you really lean into talking to that person, then go to the next. I want you to test this out the next time you're on stage. You'll see how important the connection really becomes. What happens is you're going to be able to read the audience so much better, what they like about your stories and how much they like you. So number 3 is, why is eye contact so important? because most speakers don't do it and they don't do it well. Most speakers are looking like this at all times over the entire audience. And that's okay, but I want you to be the best speaker possible because you understand the importance of eye contact. So commit and make a promise to doing eye contact as much as you can. So if you don't have as many speaking events as you'd like, as I'm now challenging you to look at people and make eye contact in the audience, I want you to know I've made a lot of great videos about how to get gigs, how to be a speaker at events, and etc. on this very channel. So I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel, but also I want you to type in a particular title. The title is How to Become a Speaker at Events. That'll get you way more ideas as to how to get more opportunities to make eye contact and to powerfully connect with your audience. So let me give an example of the greatest superstar in the world right now, named Taylor Swift. She does concerts in front of tens of thousands of people in stadiums on her Eras tour that's happening at the time of this filming. What's interesting about Taylor Swift is with 70,000 people in her face, she still makes a connection with the people. Everybody's literally filming as they're watching, but what's interesting is Taylor Swift must have made some kind of promise that she was going to look at people in the audience. I don't know when she decided she was going to be this type of artist, but most artists don't do this as much as she does. When she looks at somebody in the audience, they flip out, they lose their minds. It's the greatest connection they've ever had. It's the first time a celebrity has looked them in the eye, especially a Swiftie. They're going to lose their mind, right? I want you to go check out Taylor Swift, look at some of her videos, and watch how masterfully she does this. If you can master this as a speaker, you will go to a new level of celebrity to the people that you work with and to your audience. You see, a final bonus I want to give you is that you are potentially the biggest celebrity a person has ever seen in person. I mean, outside of maybe going to a concert of a huge artist, you might be the first celebrity interaction somebody's ever had with somebody on stage. And when you look at them in the audience, they feel a personal connection. It brings a greater power. It makes them feel like you're their friend. This is a wonderful thing with an audience member. It makes them feel special and loved and important. And so when you think about eye contact, it's not just a gimmick or a ploy. It's something that really does bring power to the words that you're sharing. I hope that these tips have helped you. I hope that you'll subscribe to this channel. And hey, thank you so much for joining me today. Good luck with your promise to make eye contact.